I've worked in healthcare companies where the companies have been shown to have an amount of racism that has been prevalent. I'm not only looking for hiring in positions, but also an advancement. It is also interesting in the fact of how patients of color are treated in regards to pain management. It has been proven time after time that most physicians do not believe when members of color state that they are in pain, that the patient is telling the truth. There was a long history of physicians not believing women or women of color that they are in pain in regards to surgical treatments that have been done to them. For instance, there is the Dr. J. Marion Sims that is known as a doctor that has placed women's medicine in the forefront of understanding of medical gynecology. His advancement in gynecology has led him to be in the advancement for all women. Unfortunately, most history does not explain that he abused slaves in his advancement without giving them anesthesia to expound on his advancement, which led to their deaths as well as deaths of thousands of babies, while his explanations of deaths of mothers as well as explanations of children at the hand of him doing research in the interest of science. In the 1980s, the crack epidemic, the black neighborhoods of the urban areas at the time, they quelled the problem of drug inhabitants. Now it seems that because the heroin epidemic is part of white academia and more people have a problem with that issue, that less people are going to jail for this issue, and there's more of a public outcry of looking towards medical people to be more on the hands-on of accepting this issue and helping people out of their opioid epidemic. There also seems to be an interest of looking into the fact that people of color are more likely to be misdiagnosed with pain than people that are Caucasian represented. And in the long run, the prepared excuse that doctors believe that people of color do not experience the pain that white people experience or Caucasian people experience. It is something that I have experienced personally when I had an issue of sciatica pain, and I went to the emergency room, and I had informed the doctor and the staff on call of how much my pain was on a scale of 1 to 10. And they told me, they didn't believe that I was experiencing that amount of pain from how I came into the emergency room. When I told the staff of what I was experiencing at that time, they again repeated to me there was no way that I could be experiencing that amount of pain of what I was going through from my sciatica, which was interesting to me as far as I'm not someone that, if I'm in pain, if it's a low level amount of pain, it's nothing that I won't try to go through or experience in that manner. However, again, this amount of pain, it was jaunting to me. It was something that I had never experienced in my life, and it brought me a major amount of pain. So for them to tell me to try to bring it out as if I wasn't experiencing that amount of pain was just, I couldn't even come to grips with that. And that is why it's very important to prescribe opioid usage unless the primary care physician is more readily available to prescribe, I would say, the usage of marijuana, because you're less abusive or less addictive to that portion of the community than if you were to be prescribed opioid usage. I definitely think that marijuana would definitely substantiate any issues of pain more so than opioid usage, and it was less addictive as far as what I've seen in overall usage of things to get rid of pain. But that's just my opinion, and so that's what I'm giving you. But I do appreciate your time. Thank you so much.